Hey, thought we'd start things off today on God's Grace on Tuesday with a quick shout out from Amia, and you can tell them it's okay to have a conversation without any thought of anything other than just being friends. Am I right? Exactly. Hey everybody, what's up? Thanks for watching God's Grace on Tuesday. So I was just talking to my little sister Anna, who was telling me about a conversation that she had with a good friend of hers, and they were talking about how they both want to, as young women, to have good friends that are guys that are completely unromantic friendships, platonic friendships. Intimacy is something that we all desire. It's something that we're all looking for, okay? We're all made for intimacy. Ultimately with who? With God. But also with each other. Now here's the thing, in our society, in our culture today, well, probably in every society and culture, you can find yourself being too intimate. And that can lead to unchastity, whether physical unchastity or emotional unchastity. We made a video about emotional unchastity, you can go watch it, all that good stuff. But here's the thing, I started thinking, okay, this video is going to go beyond just the need for that. It's going to talk about how we do that. So here's the thing. There's 4 things with a common denominator. If you do these 4 things with the common denominator, I guarantee you can remain pretty good friends with someone without, breaking that boundary of that platonic friendship. So the first thing you need to consider is time, okay? When do you meet? How long do you meet? When you do meet? How often do you meet? So, for example, do you meet every other week for a couple hours for coffee? Or, every week for an hour for coffee? Or, that kind of, do you see what I'm saying? So, how often, how long, ask those questions about time. So that's the first thing, time. Second thing, where do you meet? Okay? Where do you meet? Do you talk on the phone all the time? Or do you go to a coffee shop? Is it in a dark basement, with a movie going on, right? Whatever, where do you meet? Because different environments can foster different things. Like I said before, a coffee shop, a public place, that's a good place to meet if platonic friendship is what you're looking for. Or like even just a living room, like the central location in a house can be good, but a dark corner of the basement or someone's bedroom, that's not going to help you with a good platonic friendship with someone that you could be romantic with, all right? So there's that. So you have the times, first thing, place, second thing. The third thing is, what are you doing? Okay? There are some things that can foster, romantic feelings and all that stuff more than others, and doing different things. Maybe like if you're sitting there and you go for a walk like by a lake or at a park and you find yourself sitting on a park bench really close together, yeah, that looks a lot like romance. But, maybe you go to a coffee shop, have a cup of coffee, sit across from each other, all that. Also, what kind of message are you sending non-verbally? Like eye contact. You make good eye contact, or are you all over the place? Like, do you see what I'm saying? So, what are you doing together? All right, so the fourth thing, the last thing is this. If you're sitting there going, oh my gosh, my deepest fear is that I'm going to be alone and never find love, for the rest of my life, well, you're asking for trouble, So what are you sharing? Talk about things that you have in common, things that excite both of you. Don't go too deep. But there is a place you can go that's pretty deep, that's awesome. Share your faith. Share that. Jesus Christ died on the cross and rose from the dead. Talk about that for 5 seconds, you know what I mean? So that's a very intimate part of you that you can share where it's pretty safe. But there are places you can go that are unsafe with what you're sharing. So just keep a guard on that. Now, how do you know that you're keeping a guard on that? With any of those things, like I said, those 4 things with a common denominator. The 4 things, again, were the time, the place, what are you doing, and what are you sharing? All right? Now, the common denominator of all those things that you're in a good spot is inclusivity, inclusiveness. How inclusive are you? If another friend, a mutual friend of both of you, were to walk up to you and join in the conversation or whatever you're doing, would it be awkward? Now, sometimes, obviously, there's exceptions to that rule, like something bad happened or something sad happened and you're sharing that and it's just something that you want to talk about with one person. That's fine, okay? Because that doesn't happen all the time. That's an extreme circumstance. I'm talking about the normal, regular get-together. Someone walked up and joined the 2 of you. Would it be weird? And if the answer is yes, well, now you become exclusive, which is the definition of a relationship. So inclusivity is a great, like way to measure your platonicness, if you will. And ultimately, I would say the greatest friend to a platonic friendship is other platonic friends. There is safety in numbers when it comes to this kind of stuff. So keep all that in mind, and remember, it's okay to want to be intimate with someone, but it's also okay to set boundaries and to do things the right way. And, if romance is something you're looking for, platonic friendships is a great place to start. Something my dad always said to me was this. He said, Tim, you can always marry your friends, but you'll never marry your ex. So don't go ruin something before it's time. Give it the time, give it the friendship, and see what happens. You never know. You might have a best friend for the rest of your life, or you might have met your husband or wife. Either way, you're going to be pretty good. Hey everybody, thanks for watching God's Grace on Tuesday. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking right up there. Also share the videos with your friends, and together we'll bring the whole world to Jesus Christ. Until next week, peace of Jesus to you.